guys, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my voice. I'm filming like a hell of a lot of videos today, and for some reason yesterday I just got a really sore voice, so please excuse my voice as I'm assuming I'm getting ill. I've had soup and everything, so I'm feeling a little bit better, because you always have soup when you're poorly, right? Today's video is going to be a video that I've been wanting to do, first of all, for a very long time and just never got around to doing it, and second of all, I asked you on Snapchat last night what videos you'd like me to record today, and Emma asked me if I would do a brush collection video, and I was like, I've been wanting to film that for so long. Yes, I need to do it. I need to do that video. So I've got my brushes set to either side of me. I've got 2 pots on one side, 2 pots on the other, and then I've got my sponges as well. The reason it took me so long to do this video is because I really wanted to do it when all my brushes were clean, because obviously I thought, well, it's going to look really gross if I do a video where all my brushes are dirty. When I thought about it, it makes more sense to actually do a video that has mucky brushes, because then you know which brushes I'm going for on the daily and which ones I use the most, because obviously they're going to be the dirtiest brushes. So I'm going to go through this video quick, and maybe the ones that I love the most I might give a little brief thing of what I use it for or something like that. But it is going to be a quick video because, as you can tell, I've got a hell of a lot of brushes. So I'm going to start with this pot, and this one has foundations and powder brushes in it as well. So I'm just going to pick them out at random. I'm not going to go in any particular order, and I'll tell you what they are and a little bit about them. So the first one is the Vintage Cosmetics Company Dusting and Powder Brush. This is really big, and I use this for powder foundation. I also use the Real Techniques powder brush for powder foundation, which I actually prefer over this one. I actually got a fake version of it for Christmas off eBay to see how they would compare. So this is a fake Real Techniques powder brush, and this is the original. The powder brush that I used to use way back is the Eco Tools brush. These don't have names, so I can't tell you the names unfortunately, but it just looks like this. I've got 3 stippling brushes, and the first one is one that I got a couple of years ago. I got sent it for free, and this is from a set, and it's like a 6+ set that I got sent for free from colourfulonline.com, which is like a Chinese kind of website, and that kind of inspired me to get more stippling brushes. So I got these 2 off eBay, which are meant to be dupes of the MAC 187s. It does say MAC 187 on it, but they won't be the real ones because I paid like £1.19 each for them. And these are just stippling brushes off eBay. I will be doing an eBay brush video, so I won't be leaving links down below to any of these brushes. I will be doing a video solely on them and telling you what I use them for, how much I paid for them for, postage and all that shebang too. Some more off eBay. These are just flat top brushes. You can tell this one really needs washing. I use these on the daily. I used it to apply my NARS foundation today. I absolutely love these. For £1 off eBay, you cannot go wrong. I also have a flat top buffing brush from Eco Tools as well. I've got the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which I don't really use that often. And I also have the Real Techniques buffing brush, which I've been using recently, but I do definitely prefer them eBay ones for like putting on foundation really quickly. I've got a couple of the flat brushes. So I've got one from a set that I can't even remember, it's like wonky. I've got one from that 6+ set that I got sent for free as well. I also have the Real Techniques Essential Foundation Brush, and then I've got the Real Techniques setting brush in here as well. I'm not too sure why. And also the Real Techniques lash/brow groomer, which I'm not too sure why that's in there either. Sneaky. That was my foundation and powder setting brushes. Another powder brush that doesn't actually fit into that holder, this from Eco Tools, and I used to use this. It's got dust in it, it shows how long it's been since I've used it, and once again it doesn't have a name on it. So this little pot here, I forgot to mention as well, this little pot is from IKEA. You can buy them off eBay as well if there is an IKEA near you, but I got mine from IKEA. This little pot here is what I started off with before I got the IKEA ones, and these are from Matalan, and they're just vases, and on the bottom I got some crystals. I did have rice in here, you'll probably be able to see the pattern on the side. I did used to put rice in here, and then I got these crystals off eBay to put these in as well, just to keep them in place, because I don't have as much in this little tub. So the first one is my under eye setting brush, and this just says A12 on it. Same thing again, it's from eBay, and there will be a video coming up soon with all details. This little quad is also from eBay, and I bought these in a set. If you just type in brushes on eBay, a lot of these will come up, and you get like angled ones, you get like a buffing one, another angled one, and then a flat top one as well. And they're written there for concealer. I got this brush for Christmas, as you probably will have saw, and it's the Manage 876 brush, which is meant to be a dupe for them brushes that everyone's using at the moment. I can't remember who makes them, but I haven't tried this yet, and I really want to try it for under eye concealer. This little dusty brush here is another Eco Tools one. I used to love Eco Tools before I found like brushes on eBay, and I used to use this one. Sorry, I got itchy eye. I used to use this one for taking in my bag if I was going a night out or anything like that, or if I was going to college. I used to pop that in my handbag and take my Stay Matte powder so I didn't get shiny throughout the day. My thoughts definitely getting worse. I also have a few foundation brushes in here, and this is just because I have like an overflow and I don't really grab for these that often, but also I could use these for concealer as well. So these two, for instance, I would use for concealer to blend it out underneath my eye, because it's like the perfect shape to get right up there and to give you that nice clean line as well. So I've got two of them, also from eBay. Will have cost me about £1 each. I've got the Benefits foundation brush, which I've just got in this one just because this is probably the best flat foundation brush that I've found. Definitely need to clean that one though. And then I've got the Real Techniques pointed foundation brush as well, and this is what I would use for concealer, but I never do. I've got two eyebrow brushes in here. The one that I reach for on the daily is the Benefit Hard Angle Definer brush, and then I also have an Eco Tools brush in here as well, which by the looks of it, the last time I used it was for pink lipstick, so I do use this as like a lip liner brush as well. Another lip liner brush that I wanted to put out of the way so I didn't have to rummage through all my eyeshadow brushes to find is another one from that brand that I got sent for free, I believe. I also have a Daniel Sandler concealer brush, which is just like this. I've never actually used this before. One brush that I did try out is this one here, which is from Primark. It costs about £1.50. It is a flat top kind of buffing brush, and I used to use this for like blending out the edge of my concealer if I'd gone a bit cray and put a little bit too much on, whereas the sponge does all that now for me. Also in here for easy access is my Tweezerman retractable spoolie, which I absolutely love and would highly recommend if you do use a spoolie on a daily basis. My go-to eyelash curlers are also in here, and these are the Shu Uemura eyelash curlers, and I absolutely love them. Definitely worth the money if you're thinking, oh my god, like £20 odd for eyelash curlers. Totally worth it. So whilst I'm talking about sponges, I'm so embarrassed to show you some of these, but I wanted it to be real. Like I wanted to be real with you and not be like, oh my god, like all my makeup brushes are clean all the time. No. They're mucky. I've got 5 sponges. 2 of them are basically brand new. I've used them once, and these are the Real Technique ones. I've got another Real Technique one that looks like this. Like, look at the difference. So mucky. If I can't clean this properly, I'm gonna have to bin it. And yes, if you want, you can call me a scruff in the comments. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. And there's also this one here, which is like one that I got for £1 off eBay, which was like pink. You wouldn't have thought so by looking at it. I think it was pink anyway. And then I've also got a fake Real Techniques sponge that I got off eBay as well. So that's my sponges, and I use them just for concealer. I never apply foundation with them. So the next set of brushes is also in an IKEA plant pot, and these are the Skura plant pots, and this is the code in case you're wanting the code. It's 201-86101, and these are absolutely amazing for storing makeup brushes. I've also got, if you see back here, I've also got a pot back there as well that has felt tips in as well for my desk. So in this little pot we have highlighter, blusher, contouring brushes in this one. And let's just get straight into it. So the nice big fluffy one that has a little bit of dust on because I haven't used it for a while is another one from that Menage company that for some reason I ordered brushes off eBay and they all have that on them. This is the 834 brush. I just typed in fan brush on eBay, found this bad boy for like $1.39, and it's super soft, and it does make your highlighter go on really nice. The highlighting brush that I do go for every single day is this one here, and this is from Bobby Pin, it's called, and I got this brush off my dad for Christmas, like it might have been like 15, 14 at the time. I was really young when I got this brush, and it came like a big set with loads of like makeup and stuff from Boots. Don't know if you can still buy these kind of sets or anything like that, but for some reason this brush always stayed with me. It is a bit prickly, it's not the softest brush, it's not the best brush, but for some reason it applies highlight phenomenal, like unbelievably good. So I just use that one for highlighting, use it today to highlight, and I basically use it every single day to highlight, which is why my fan brush hasn't really had much love. Another brush that I did love for highlighting is the Real Techniques setting brush, and I think once I'm completely done with this one and it like breaks on me and stuff, then I probably will end up going back to the Real Technique one, because it does have, with this one what I do is I push it into the product and then put the product across like this, so it's a kind of same effect that I would get, just obviously a lot smaller. So that is the Real Techniques setting brush, so you could use that to set underneath your eyes with like powder. You can use it to highlight, you could use it as an eyeshadow brush if you really wanted to. Brushes you can use for whatever you want, so even if they say something on them, doesn't necessarily mean that's what you have to use them for. So for bronzing brushes, I absolutely love the Real Techniques blusher brush, and yes, it is a blusher brush, like I've just said. You don't have to use it for what it's actually named for. I use this for bronzing up the skin on a daily basis, around here, around here, around here, and obviously on the other side. I love it so much, I actually got a dupe version of it from eBay. My mum got me it for Christmas, and this is the fake version, this is the Real Techniques version. I also have in here the Real Techniques multitasker brush, which is what I use for bronzing up my skin with like a bronzy kind of blush or something like that. Never really use it for normal like pinky kind of blushes. For pinky kind of blushes, I go for something like this, which is also from eBay. It cost me like £1, and this is just a blusher brush. I've got another one that's a little bit smaller and a bit more angled, also from eBay as well. I've got this one here, which I love for quite a while. If you want just like a soft flush of colour on it, you don't want it too intense. And this one says A Body on it, and I'm not too sure where I got this from. I might have got it from that colourfulonline.com website, where they sent me some brushes for free. It was that long ago, I couldn't honestly tell you. I've also got this brush here, which is also £1 off eBay, and this one here is, technically you could use it as a foundation brush to apply your foundation. It's a bit fluffier, but I like to use this once again for when I'm applying like a bronzy or like a very purpley, like intense plummy kind of colour. I like to use this one because it really blends it out and it's not as intense in your face kind of thing. A blusher brush that I got recently is a Tarte one that I got in the Christmas set with the 4 individual blushes from QVC. It's okay. I think it's definitely one of the ones where like it's super soft, but it's just going to give you that little wash of colour. It's definitely no intense kind of brush. Another one that applies product really softly is the Real Techniques Duo Fibre face brush, because obviously it is a duo fibre brush, so this one's really nice if you want to blend everything out. I mean, the same applies for the Real Techniques Duo Fibre contour brush. I won't really use this for contour because it's going to give you like the softest contour, and I like mine to be just a little bit, like just a little bit more bolder than that. I have used this to apply highlight on it though, because it got that flat side, which is what I really like. I think I want to pick up the Anastasia highlighting brush, because that's like the perfect one that I'm looking for, with like the flat side to apply your highlighter. For a liquid highlighter or a cream blush, I will go for more like these mini stippling brushes. So this one is good for liquid highlighter. I've used the number 7 one with this and it's really nice. I think it says A Body on it again, so I think it could have been from like Colourful Online. This one is the Real Techniques stippling brush, which is really nice for blusher. Wouldn't use this for highlight because it's too stiff. It is really prickly, but it's really good for cream blusher. And last but not least are a few contour brushes. And the first one is the Real Techniques contour brush, which you get in like the Core Collection set, which I absolutely love. And the next one is the Real Techniques 301, like from their like posh range of brushes, and this is a 301 contour brush, which is really nice if you're using like a cream product to like pack it on. And then lastly is the NARS Ita brush, and this is really good. It's really good to get it on and then like flick it up so you can really blend it out, so it's still intense but it's blended at the same time. And this cost me £1.50, possibly even £1 off eBay, because it's a dupe, because I would not pay £40 for a brush no matter how much I like contouring. That ain't happening. And the last pot of brushes, also in the same matte line of ours, these are my eyeshadow brushes, and I have a lot. And once again, the more like inexpensive, unless the Real Technique ones, the really inexpensive ones from like £1 off eBay, excuse me, the same thing again. I've got two brushes which are meant to be dupes for the MAC 224 brushes, and these were 99p each off eBay. I've got one of them concealer brushes, but I keep this in here for cream eyeshadow, or if I just want to put like a pop of colour in certain places and really concentrate it, or like a wash of colour. So I've got the same kind of concealer brushes in here, but obviously you can use them for whatever you want. So I've used them for concealer, and I've also got a set for my eyeshadow as well. I've got this Tarte dual-ended brush, which I got for free with my Tartelette 2 palette off QVC, and then has your flat shader side and then your fluffy blending side as well. This little family of brushes, which you'll see a hell of a lot in my videos, are also from that 6+ set that I got sent for free from colourfulonline.com. You have a blending brush, which is like amazing. You've got this one here, which I don't think I've really used before. A flat shader brush, which I absolutely love. You've got like a small fluffy brush, a small fluffy angled brush, like an eyebrow brush, but I have used that for lipstick before. I've got the Naked 2 brush in here as well. Don't know why that's not in my Naked palette like. I've got dupes for the MAC 222 brushes, which were 99p off eBay again. I've got a Coastal Scents 250 brush, which I ordered off eBay. I don't even know how it was a Coastal Scents one, but I've got it for like 99p off eBay. I've got a 6+ like blending brush, which I got off eBay. Oh, it's another one from that 6+ set, which I used to put the colour in the outer V, as you can tell by the colour of it, because it's meant to be white bristles. I've got a Real Techniques set of brushes in here as well. Let's get all these bad boys out. So I've got the brow brush, which is way too thick, I think, to do brows with. I've got the Pixel Point eyeliner brush, which I've never used for eyeliner before. The accent brush, which I've used for lipstick. The Dome Shadow brush, which is good for a quick wash of eyeshadow. And the Deluxe Crease brush, which is really good if you put way too much on and you really need to blend it out. I've got these little blue brushes here, which I think I got in like a little mini set, also from that Colourful Online as well. These have that name on it where it says A Body on it. They aren't the best brushes, these ones. This is really good for packing on colour. That one's okay if you want to like really get in the like the tight line, like, or in the waterline. And as for these ones, I've never really used them before. I've got the Real Techniques Detailer brush, which would be really good if you had like little tiny pimples to put concealer on. So I'm not too sure why it's in this pot. I've got the Real Techniques Duo Fibre Eye Brush, which is in this set with the face brush and the contour brush, which you can help to blend out for a really natural crease. I've got another one of them brushes that you could double up as a concealer brush or an eyeshadow brush, which is also from eBay. I've got a No. 7 Essential Lip Brush, which is what I got in the No. 7 Advent Calendar. I've got a few e.l.f. brushes from back in the day when I used to order off e.l.f. quite a lot. So I've got the Eye Crease Brush, the Defining Eye Brush, which is a bit angled. I've got the Professional Blending Eye Brush, the Eyeshadow Brush, which is this flat one, the Smudge Brush, and also the Concealer Brush, which just need a good wash. I've also got some Equal Tools brushes in here, some are minis and some are full size. I've got this flat one, like I said, they don't have names on theirs. I've got this mini flat one, which would be good for like cream, and you see the dust coming off it. I've got this blending brush, which I used to use a lot back in the day. And then I've also got this flat brush as well, which would be really good for a cream kind of shadow. I've also got the Urban Decay Naked 3 brush duo as well, which should be in my palette once again. I've got two Benefit brushes. One is the cream shadow one, and one is the powder shadow, which is also angled. I've got an eyeliner brush from the Avon as well. A No. 7 eye colour brush, which I've also got out of the Advent Calendar. And then same packaging as that highlighter brush that I absolutely love. This is also from Bobby Pin, and it's one of them brushes that I don't know why, but I kept this one and the highlight brush, and this is a flat like shader brush, and it's really good for packing on colour onto the lid. The last two products are new ones to add to my collection, and these are from Ted Baker, which I got for Christmas. And this is just a flat brush, which I applied my eyeshadow with today, and then some rose gold eyelash curlers, which I also used today. So that was all of my eyeshadow brushes. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. It's going to be a really long video, so I really hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if you've got to the end, because That is amazing if you've powered through to the end of this video. And don't forget to follow me on Snapchat. It's Luce Stephenson with an X on the end, and we can talk on there, and you can send me some questions if there's anything that you want to ask, and I can feature them in my next Q&A video, and they will be answered in a Q&A video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!